what does this say about the American healthcare system that it's cheaper in Mexico? I mean, what is, as you've observed this, like what does this say about healthcare in the US?
Well, it's it says that usually in my experience, I've been doing this with this company. I've worked for 5 years now, and before that, I used to do marketing for doctors. So I've been like 10 years on the field of medical tourism or advertising doctors. Basically, it says that people just want quality sometimes that they cannot afford, and and I don't think it says anything bad about the American healthcare system. It's just that, for example, we have a lot of people from Canada, and the situation, as far as I know, healthcare there is like free for all, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
People don't have to pay for a lot of the procedures. But the issue is that, for example, if you have like a hip surgery or you need hip surgery and you're in pain, they're going to schedule your surgery, but approximately in like, they're giving me a date, a statistic. Approximately 61% of Canadians have to wait about more than a month to get the first appointment.
Mm.
So if you're in pain and they're saying to you, hey, wait a month or two, that's where people go like, hey, we can go to Mexico and get that same procedure for like $5,000 plus like $500 in airfare. I think that's a good deal.
Do most of them stay after and like vacation?
Some of them, yes. There's a lot of, for example, when you talk about cosmetic surgeries, people that insurance don't cover that, or some of weight loss surgeries or dental. That's very common that they don't cover that. So yes, usually people come. Uh, most surgeries take a recovery of from 5 to 3, or depending on the type of surgery. And people usually stay there, or their company, when they're being company, yeah, they are here, they enjoy it, and basically try to make the most of the trip. Another thing that I've noticed is that, for example, post post care, post surgical care, it's super affordable over there. So, for example, if you get a surgery or whatever, and then you need a 24-hour nurse, it's going to be very affordable for you to get that help without being super expensive.
I wonder if it does say something about the American healthcare system or the Canadian healthcare system, because why is it so much less expensive in Mexico? Why is stuff more accessible, especially like what you were talking about, like dental care, like not being covered by insurance? I mean, are most people paying out of pocket in Mexico? And it's shocking, or not shocking, because we know that the healthcare system in the US is not that great, but like that you can pay out of pocket, pay for your flight, and it would still be less expensive than in the US.
Yes. Well, it is because labor costs are way cheaper here or there. I'm in Texas, so when I say here, I mean Mexico over there. Uh, because labor costs are cheaper. That's one. All the utilities for hospital, for example, electric, gas, water, all the utilities are way cheaper. Uh, that makes an impact on
Mm-hmm.
what I think it, it affects the prices. I think that's one
Mm-hmm.
of the main reasons. Also, doctors, uh, the wages of the doctors, if they go like with super high wages, they're not going to have patients in Mexico, and they cannot live out of medical tourism alone. So I think that's one of the main reasons.
Oh, they don't charge as much. I mean, is it because
Yes.
the people in Mexico can't afford the prices the way that people in the US, I mean, people in the US can't afford the prices either, but
Yeah, no Mexican. It's the exchange rate. For example,
Oh.
$1 is like 20 pesos. So you make an appointment with a doctor, and it's gonna cost you like $30. That it's like 600 pesos. So it's average in Mexico, but when you do the exchange rate, you're gonna see that it's well very affordable. For
Mm-hmm.
example, I had a medical situation. I needed a aortic valve transplant, so I went to Monterrey and I got the surgery done. Uh, I stayed there for 15 days approximately. I took my mom, my brother, and we stayed in a hotel for the whole procedure. And uh, I kind of calculated how much would have cost me in Texas, and it would have been like almost $250,000.
Oh my
And
God.
the kind of surgery that I needed. And here it was like almost $69,000 with airfare and everything. And then I got the same parts. I got the same everything. Just the doctors were speaking Spanish, and I speak Spanish, so it wasn't a big deal for me. But yeah, it was cheaper. And if I would have gone in Texas, I really wouldn't afford like the top hospital.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been like way, way, way over my budget. And when I did the medical tourism, I went to the best hospital. It was a level 4, high specialty in cardiac surgery. So it was like when I went there, I was like, "Is this Mexico? Is this really?" Because I was surprised. It was surprised that it was like very, very modern, nice, and yeah.
Was
So yeah.
did insurance cover any of that for you?
Yes, it could have. I guess I had two insurance. I have insurance in Mexico. I had insurance in the United States. But again, the timing and the hassle, because I had the most affordable one in the United States. So for me, it wasn't going to be, I wanted to get the best. And I would have to pay more. And at the time, I didn't thought I was going to need it. So I didn't pay a lot of attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I got insurance because I'm in Texas and it borders with Mexico. So it was easy to have both insurance. And the insurance in Mexico, that was like, I think it's like $800 a year. So it
Mm-hmm.
was super affordable. So I used it instead. I
Did
mean,
it
if I'm
save
selling it, I want to try it.
Did it save you? I mean, did it end up costing $69,000 or the insurance covered a lot of it?
The insurance covered all of it. I only paid like,
Wow.
to be honest, with the whole trip and food and flights and stuff. I think I paid like $6,000. That's it for a
Wow.
15-day stay in Monterrey in a good hotel, uh, food and all, and my whole yeah. So it was good. I came
I
out of it
mean,
alive. So
well, yeah. Yeah, you were like, my heart, it works.
yes, it works.